Hi, everyone. In these uncertain times when so many of us are trying to coordinate all the logistical changes this virus has brought, it's often difficult to think about the emotional changes it has brought as well, especially when your children are at home with you and dealing with this crisis alongside you. We here at Emma's Place would like to offer you some support and some guidance to help you with your children during this difficult time. One of the first things to remember is that, much like grief, all the changes that this virus has brought to life as we know it is a loss for children. It's the loss of their normal routine. It's the loss of daily contact with their friends. It's the loss of their world separate from you, school and teachers and things that were uniquely their own. Suddenly now, all of that has been robbed from them. And as wonderful as not having to go to school is, it's even more anxiety producing when you're not going to work either. And they don't get a lot of information beyond the anxiety that they may be picking up from you or from the people around them. So we thought we'd help you navigate some of this to make it a little bit easier when you're trying to do everything you can to cope with all these daily changes as well. One of the first things to remember is that this is a time for patience and understanding. Your children are going to show you how they feel before they tell you. So you'll see temper tantrums, and you'll see anger, and you'll see moments of contrariness. It's just them trying to process what they don't necessarily understand. Don't assume what they know. Ask them. If you see that they're having a bad day or if there's a change in their personality for a moment, take a beat. Talk about it. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them what they're thinking about. They may be reluctant to tell you because they don't want to add to your anxiety any more than anything else has been. But it doesn't hurt to ask. It starts a conversation. And if they're feeling anxious, if they're missing their friends, this is your chance to be empathetic. Tell them you miss your colleagues at work. Tell them all these changes have been difficult for you too. Tell them working at home, like going to school at home, is a challenge. Share in their emotions. Sometimes the greatest gift you can get when you're feeling something is knowing that you're not the only one who's feeling it. So take some time, take a moment, take 5, and just talk to them about what's going on and how you're all feeling and how many changes you've all had to make. Sometimes kids feel like we talk above them, through them, or around them. Talking to them can make all the difference in the world. So take some time. Remember, life is different now. Normal is different now. You don't have to try to do everything exactly the same way. You can make changes. Talk to your kids about the changes you have to make through this. They're going to get as stir crazy as you're going to get. They just want to know that they're not in this alone. So be there. Talk to them. Take a moment to ask how everybody's feeling. You might find they turn around and ask you as well. You don't have to provide a whole bunch of information. You don't have to give them all the nuts and bolts. They're getting enough of that emotionally from you. But talk to them about how they're feeling. When there's an outburst, ask why. Take a minute before you react and find out where it's coming from. It's probably coming from a place of loss, and they're missing something. And for kids, sometimes loss feels irreparable. Like everything that's changed is never ever going to be the same again. And that's scary. So let them know that you're nervous too. Let them know that you don't know what things are going to be like. But let them know that they're not alone in this and you're with them too. Communication is everything in this. And so is time. Sometimes 5 minutes of coloring with them, 15 minutes to watch their favorite program sitting next to them on the couch. Just a moment to know that you're there in it with them can be everything. They're lonely. They're lonely for the life they used to know. They're lonely for the routine they used to have. So create one. Structure and routine is really, really important for kids. So try to get up the same time you used to for school. Get them dressed, get them ready. Try to structure your day as much as possible so that there is something normal to cling to, so that there is some routine. They have school time, you have work time, but also make time for family. See, here's the thing. These are the moments that we all say we want. A few more stolen moments with our loved ones, a little extra time where work doesn't interfere. Make the most of them. Take some time to just be together. And in the midst of the crisis and the chaos, maybe, just maybe, make a few treasured memories. Go out in the backyard and enjoy the sunshine. Read a book together. Just be in the same space. Bake a cake. Cook a meal. Be together doing those things you wished you'd had the time to do before. And you can turn all of this into not just a source of anxiety and chaos and confusion, but into moments of gratitude. And that will be invaluable for your children. Be there. Be there and know that we are there for all of you as well. On behalf of myself and the staff at Emma's Place, we wish you all continued health and happiness through this crisis, and know that we will be there for you every step of the way.